And welcome back to another Father-Son podcast. It's a late start to tonight, so we're going to make this one pretty darn quick. How you doing tonight, Forrest?
Good, how are you?
Good, man. We just got back from Dr. Kroll's. Got a little bit of PT in. One of the greatest physical therapists in the area, Dr. Kroll PT. One-on-one attention, doesn't take insurance. It's all about his client, man. If you can afford to get some PT done, which you should be able to afford since it's, your body's the most important thing you have, pretty much. I can't think of anything more important. Maybe your spouse's body or your kids. But besides that, your body's the most important thing you got. It has to last you for the rest of your life. So make sure you take care of it. Dr. Kroll PT, he can take care of it.
Can I add to your shameless plug?
Sure, add it to my shameless plug anytime you want.
For you, what I realized is your body is one of the most important things. And PT doesn't just fix people. It also can improve their physical abilities. So.
Right. It's like preventative maintenance. And it's worth doing.
Definitely.
Right? It's like if you never went to the dentist, that you only went to the dentist when your teeth hurt, you'd be bad when you went to the dentist, right? So you want to make sure, you go get your regular cleanings and all the stuff that you regularly do at the dentist. All right, let's move on from our shameless plugs. Dr. Kroll PT does not pay me for this plug, although he does come hook me up at the fight. So I'd say, I guess I probably owe him 1 or 2 or 5 or 10. Anyways, how you doing tonight?
Good.
You overheard a little bit of the podcast that I did over there with Gina, and what'd you think?
Well, it was a good one. It was definitely an emotional thing, and some of it might not transfer into the podcast if you cut some of it out. But I mean,
we're gonna cut about 2/3 of it out, to be honest with you.
But I mean, overhearing just the conversation that you guys had, it was a good conversation.
It was a tough one. It was
yeah.
I think it was honestly the first time I've teared up during a podcast.
I think the reason why though is because you were being serious.
Yeah.
And it's hard for you to be serious and not be sad.
Yeah, that's true. I'm so sad when I'm serious about how sad my life is. No, I'm just kidding. But it was a really sad topic. Our friend Gina has some kind of crazy cancer. She said the name of it, but I don't know. I have some pictures of it on my phone. When I post a podcast, you'll hear all about it. I'm going to really plug this one. So if you're listening to this, please share the hell out of Gina's podcast. We talked about how she needs to get some money for her treatment, her proton treatment. And heard some of her story. It's okay. And you used to sound like that on a podcast, like she sounded. You used to be real nervous sounding. Mm-hmm. But you're very fluid on the mic right now, sir.
Yep. I think that, though, thank you for the compliment, but what I was going to say is I think during that conversation, you expressed your sadness to seem very genuine in a way that I haven't seen you before, because you usually just cover it up or don't get there at all. So it's kind of interesting to see that.
Not too many people see that face, and well, not a lot of people are gonna see that face, but I usually
hear that face.
Yeah, I usually don't ask for too much stuff, and if it was for me, I wouldn't ask for it. I would just find some way to get the money, but I really like watching her struggle with it. Is, I don't know, I guess inspiring. I mean, she was a soft, wet noodle of a kid. I mean, she wasn't very focused. She wasn't very tough. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, she's like a woman now. Like that. I mean, when your life flashes before your eyes and you don't know if you're going to live or die, I mean...
Yeah.
It's traumatic. It can be really traumatic, Mm-hmm. It's sad stuff.
Adversity changes people.
Yeah, it always makes them better.
That's what a lot of people talk about, especially in sports.
Yeah.
Like, adversity, it's like, if you face a huge adversity like that, it kind of shapes who you are and what your life is. Mm-hmm. And I think for some people, it gives them meaning to have that adversity, and it kind of gives their life a meaning.
Yeah. You're right.
And meaning.
Yeah. And she did awesome, man. I was real proud of her. She broke down a little bit too, so it should be good listening. I'm gonna edit it up and have it posted tomorrow, and then we'll make the rounds with it, and I'll share it on Facebook and probably put some money behind it so it gets some likes and make it happen. What do you think about it? Yeah, I mean, you see Gina. Does she look different?
Yeah, her face is all swollen up from the stuff.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to see how she's toughing it out.
Yeah.
I mean, she's like...
Looks like someone slit her goddamn throat, dude.
Yeah.
It's rough, man.
It looks really rough.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's really rough because she struggles doing stuff that, like, nobody has ever struggled with. Like, simple stuff like breathing and eating. I mean, that is painful for her, so I can't imagine how that feels.
Yeah.
Especially for a person that likes food.
Yeah, I can't imagine how you would do without eating. You'd probably die.
Probably.
Just from hunger.
Yeah.
Anything else going on, man?
Not really.
Yeah. I'm a little drained, to be honest with you. That was a tough podcast.
Yeah, I can tell.
I don't know. Want to just cut this one a little bit early?
Yeah.
All right. I love you, man. You're a great kid. Thank you for coming with me today. Thank you for doing your homework while we were over with Dr. Kroll's. And I was getting PT and doing the podcast.
Yep.
I'm glad you could eavesdrop and hear, a little bit about me.
Yeah. That's a good case of eavesdropping.
Yeah. I don't
Eavesdropping.
have too much to hide from you, dude. You can eavesdrop to anything I say pretty much. One other thing. We listened to that Joe Rogan podcast today. I like that we're listening and we're talking about stuff more and more and more, dude.
Yeah.
And let's have a good topic for tomorrow. I got a couple of them, and we'll figure out which ones you like, and then we'll run with it. The dog is going nuts right now. We've been gone for hours and hours and hours. It's like the first time I've been home today, really. And it's 10:43, and the dog is not happy. He's jumping in our laps, running around, just trying to get petted. We got the door closed, so if he farts, we're all gonna die. It could get nasty. But yeah. I'm glad you could get a little glimpse into me. Man, not too many people see that.
I think the Joe Rogan podcast, what they do is they bring up issues that are open for discussion. And, I mean, you do the podcast and stuff, so you ask me what I think about it, and it becomes a good conversation, so.
Yeah, just like...
Podcasts are a good way for us to communicate.
Yeah, very, very good way. And tomorrow we'll do some good communication. Today my mind's not really on it, dude, but we'll get after it. And if you put the headphones on, you can actually hear when you talk away from the mic.
I don't like wearing the headphones.
Why?
I don't like listening to myself.
You sound so good now. You sound like a man. You don't sound like a little kid anymore.
I'm still getting there.
Yeah. All right, dude. We love you. Thank you guys for listening to us. Appreciate it. We've been getting a lot of listens, actually, man. Every podcast's been getting like 12, 15, 20 hits. I looked in the thing. I have, since we started doing a podcast, we've had 56 hits. 56 people listen to us talk. It's pretty amazing. It's just the two of us. We're not talking about anything special. Most of the time, it's pretty boring. But people like to hear us talk, I guess. I think they like to hear you talk. All right. Let's get after it. Let's PFB?
Yep.
And go to bed.
Yep.
All right. Love you, man.
Good night, guys.